Pagbati sa ating mga viewers. Magandang balita mga ka-seniors. Noong Miyerkules, August 20, tinalakay sa Senado ang Universal Pension Bill na naglalayong bigyan ng buwanang pensyon ang lahat ng senior citizens, may existing pension man o wala. Nagkaroon ng pagkakataon ang ilang mga organisasyon para ipanawagan ang pagkakaroon ng universal pension. Panoorin at pakinggang maigi ito.
Right,
Ano po siya? People's Organization.
People's Organization. Okay. Go ahead, ma'am. Do you have any presentation or you just want to make any
Just
statement?
want to read.
Sige po, just make it brief, madam.
Okay po, thank you Mr. Chair. Good afternoon everyone. So, actually po kasi Coalition of Services of the Elderly, we are a non-government organization working with older persons po since 1989. So 36 years na po kami working directly with older persons. So for the first bill po on universal social pension, we and COSE express our appreciation and support to the for the proposed bills advocating for the universal coverage of the social pension. So COSE po together with AKAP, Action sa Pension Coalition. Actually, Mr. Chair, nakapag-una po kami ng coalition para po sa social pension, sa campaign on universal social pension. Kasi po, 10 years in the making na po ito. Saksi po si Senator Risa Monteveros.
Paliwanag ko yung AKAP kasi marami pang allergic po dyan sa AKAP na yan. Hindi ko sabihin ng AKAP.
16 pa po, Senator, Mr. Chair, so di na po sabihin na balikan, ay na mababago. So ito po yung advocacy arm po on the campaign on universal social pension. So actually po, they included the universal social pension sa priority bill po. Kasi yung AKAP po, together with COCAP po, and actually we are also establishing po the National Movement of Older Persons, kasama po sila. Kasama po yung universal social pension dun po sa tinatawag nilang OPLA, Older Persons Policy and Legislative Agenda. So, number 1 priority po yung universal social pension. So, then, ano po kasi dito, aligned po dun sa goal ng mga bills, yung OPLA po seeks to ensure that all older persons across the country receive a monthly social pension from the government. So, alam naman po natin yun. So, yung kasi po, we believe that extending pension coverage to all older persons reflects a strong commitment to building a more compassionate and inclusive society or where every Filipino can age with dignity and enjoy at least a basic level of income security. Then while we acknowledge po yung iba-ibang rationale ng iba't ibang benefit levels, we strongly support po yung amount na 1,500 per month kasi considering po yung inflation rate natin. Actually po when Senator Risa Ontiveros po nagkanda po kasi talaga ng consultation with us, with older person dito po sa amount na to. And even po during the first campaign namin ng social pension na na-approve po ng 500 noong 2010, 1.5 na po talaga yung proposal namin. Kasi di naman po talaga enough na 500 pambili ng gamot. So kaya po we strongly support yung 1,500 per month. So this amount represents a meaningful step toward ensuring basic financial support for all older Filipinos. Furthermore, to keep up with the inevitable increasing inflation, COSE pushes for the institutionalization of an automatic increase in every 2 years po na yun din po yung mga nasa bills. So para po ma-review natin kasi pataas nga din po yung inflation rate. Thank you po.
Thank you very much po. Madam Secretary.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And next to hear comments are from the Federation of Senior Citizens Association of the Philippines, represented by Mr. Benjamin Rosario.
Hello. Good morning, Mr. Chair. The Federation of Senior Citizens Association of the Philippines in Quezon City is grateful that the Honorable Erwin Tulfo accepted the chairmanship of this committee during the 19th Congress. This legislative topic about universal pension was never discussed. It was actually avoided. Now, we prepared the Peace Cup Quezon City prepared a position paper, but may I just so that we can be dismissed immediately. May I just read the conclusion na lang po? Go ahead. The current pension system in the Philippines leaves too many senior citizens without adequate support, with only 30% covered by SSS and GSIS, and the social pension program reaching only at least 4.2 million indigent seniors. Millions more are left vulnerable. The proposed universal pension program represents not just a policy shift, but a moral imperative. It will uphold the dignity of senior citizens, ensure fairness, and provide social protection for all in their later years. The Peace Cup Quezon City therefore calls on our legislators and policymakers to prioritize the passage of the universal pension law so that every Filipino senior citizen may live their remaining years with dignity, security, and respect. Thank you very much.
Next to present their comments and recommendations, from the Confederation of Older Persons Association of the Philippines, headed by Mr. Ronnie Tabaro.
Good afternoon po. The Confederation of Older Persons Associations of the Philippines, or the COPAP, has been advocating for the policies and programs that address the needs of older persons since its foundation in 2006. One of the advocacies of COPAP is the establishment of social pension program for older persons, especially for the indigent or the poorest of the poor. The passage of the Republic Act 1994, or the expanded Senior Citizens Act of 2010, and the implementation of social pensions program for the indigent senior citizens in 2011 was success for all older persons nationwide. However, this time have changed and numerous gaps, and the implementation of the program called for the amendment of the social pension law. COPAP expresses its appreciation for the bills filed on universal social pension, wherein the universal social pension will surely help improve the status and dignity of life of older persons. COPAP supports the proposed monthly pensions or social pension of 1,500 as a meaningful amount to address basic needs of older persons, especially needs for food and medication. COPAP also proposes for automatic increase in the amount every 2 years based on the inflation rate on other economic indicator. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair, next to present their position is Ms. Salvacion Basiano, Sectoral Representative for Senior Citizen Sectoral Council from the National Anti-Poverty Commission.
Go ahead, Madam Basiano.
Yes, good morning po sa ating chairman, Senator Erwin Tulfo. And good morning, Senator Risa Ontiveros. You've been our champion for 10 years. So, kasing edad na po ninyo. Kung ito man ay maaprobahan.
Yung panukala pa lang, hindi po yung kasing edad kayo.
Okay lang, Chair. Actually, itong taon, bispiras na, mabilang na rin ako sa sektor.
Go ahead po, Ma'am Basiano.
Marami po sana akong sasabihin. In fact, kanina gusto ko magbigyan ng rejoinder doon sa the gentleman from that is espousing on the ARTA. Kasi po, my husband is blind totally, and he is 86 years old. Nung ikinukuha po namin, kasi kailangan, sabi namin, karagdagang ID from government. So, ikinukuha namin siya ng ID. Ang sabi po doon sa munisipyo, ay kailangan daw ay mag-certify ang isang ophthalmologist na yung asawa ko ay wala na talagang mata. My goodness. So anyway, yun po ay para doon. And then para po doon sa DOH, karanasan po namin sa aming barangay, buwan-buwan po binibigyan kami ng kumpletong maintenance medicines. But anyway, I am here to talk about the social pension. Sorry po at late kami. We came from Novaliches, medyo malayo-layo.
It's okay po, Ma'am Basiano. Just give us your position or yung inyo pong statement. If you can just trim it down to about 3 minutes because we're winding down.
Yes,
Right,
Senator.
Go ahead.
Let me start with the statement that the NAPC, or National Anti-Poverty Commission, Senior Citizen Sectoral Council, strongly supports the adoption of a universal tax-financed social pension for all Filipinos aged 60 and above, with an initial floor of at least 1,500 per month. Regular indexation and streamlined administration by the National Commission of Senior Citizens. Kanina po naghihinanakit kayo. Among the pending measures, Senate Bill number 215 by the good Senator Ontiveros most closely reflects these pillars by providing a universal benefit of not less than 1,500 a month and mandating periodic review. Meron po kami ditong tungkol dun sa ibang mga panukalang batas, pero hindi ko na po babanggitin kasi everybody knows it naman. But we would like to stress na bawat isang panukalang batas na yun, meron ding mga significant na mga provisions that I think should be consolidated by our committee. Anyway, the NAPC Senior Citizen Sectoral Council also strongly recommends that the increment of the social pension be made regular and automatic every year, rather than being dependent on periodic reviews conducted by the DSWD and other stakeholders. Since the passage of Republic Act 1994 in 2010, no such review has ever taken place, and so leaving the social pension amount stagnant for years despite the rising cost of living. Pasensya na po, nawawalan ang mga matatanda ng tiwala sa ating Kongreso because they have been remiss on their promise to conduct a review of the program every 2 years of implementation. It is now 2025, and implementation started in 2011 hanggang 2025. No such review has ever been conducted and has taken place. This failure to implement regular reviews has undermined the intent of the law, as inflation has eroded the real value of the pension, making it increasingly inadequate to meet even the most basic needs of senior citizens. To prevent this from recurring, the law must explicitly mandate an annual adjustment to the pension amount aligned with inflation or other cost of living indicators. Hindi dapat nakaangkla sa mga reviews na hindi naman ginagawa at hindi tinatapos. Such a mechanism will ensure predictability, fairness, and responsiveness in the social pension program. It will also restore confidence among senior citizens that the government is committed to protecting their welfare in a timely and consistent manner without leaving them at the mercy of bureaucratic delays or discretionary reviews that may never materialize. Furthermore, the senior citizens sector recommends that the government recognize the universal social pension as a vital social investment rather than treating it as an added expense. Providing seniors with a guaranteed income not only uplifts their dignity and secures their well-being, but also reduces poverty, improves health outcomes, and lessens the burden on families. In the long run, this investment strengthens communities and contributes to social and economic stability, making it a sustainable and necessary measure for the country's development. NAPC Senior Citizen Sectoral Council position and recommendations po. Number 1, adopt universality with a higher floor. Enact a universal social pension for all 60 years old and above with a minimum of 1,500 a month, as in Senate Bill number 2015. Number 2, recommends that social pension increases be automatic every year and adjusted to inflation so seniors can keep up with the rising cost of living and have enough to meet their daily needs. Number 3, designate the National Commission of Senior Citizens as the implementing agency. Integrate Senate Bill number 95's provision transferring implementation from DSWD to NCSC within 3 years with a clear transition plan. Number 4, consolidate bills. The Senate should consolidate Senate Bills number 2015-95, 71, and relevant elements of Senate Bill number 269 to produce a single coherent measure that is universal, adequate, indexed, and efficiently administered. And lastly, protect fiscal space within sacrificing rights. Finance the pension through the General Appropriations Act, revenue-enhancing measures, and efficiency gains, targeting only for identity, age verification, not means testing. Republic Act 1994 already establishes social pension as part of the state's obligations to seniors. Universality simply completes the mandate.
Isa ka ba sa nag-aantay na magkaroon ng universal pension? Muli, ito ang Senior Balita naghahatid sa inyo ng makabuluhang balita at totoong impormasyon.